What's up everybody, Todd here. Today we've got the all-new 2022 Toyota Tundra. This is the SR5 four-wheel drive Crew Max, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. Now, this is all redesigned truck here. Last year's generation is gone. It was introduced to us back in 2007, all the way back then, and other than a refresh that we saw in 2014, we haven't really seen all that much in the way of changes. So let's talk about what's new for 22. Now, the first thing that stands out to me is this great big grille. Now, last year they had a big grille too, but this one looks like it's about to swallow up whatever car is out in front of it. Don't get me wrong, I think it looks aggressive and I like it. Next, we've got a completely reshaped front headlight. It looks a lot more modern, and also something else that's more modern is that LED is standard across the board, so no matter what trim you get on your new Tundra, you're gonna have nice, clear, crisp visibility in the night. Now let's talk about what's going on underneath the hood. Now last year there was only one engine option with the Tundra. That was the very popular 5.7 liter iForce V8. This year there are 3 different power plants possible for the Tundra, and they're all a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Now your SR is your base entry-level trim package. That's gonna get the 348 version horsepower of this motor. This Tundra, along with most other Tundras, gets the 389 horsepower version, and your higher trim packages have a hybrid that's available that produces 437 horsepower. Now, none of those engines will sound like a 5.7 liter V8, but they will all make more torque and they will get better fuel economy. And they're backed by a 10-speed automatic transmission that replaces the outgoing 6-speed auto. Now let's go ahead and talk about cab configurations. Now, as far as cab sizes, we have the Crew Max. Now the Crew Max is gonna have 4 full-size doors. The back door is only a couple inches shorter than the front door. The bed sizes available in the Crew Max standard, what we have here is a 5.5 foot bed, but new for 2022, you have the option of a 6.5 foot bed with the Crew Max. Double cabs are also still available. The double cab has a shorter rear door. It's about a foot shorter, and it also is going to start with a 6.5 foot bed and have the option of an 8 foot bed. All right, now heading back to the business end, every Tundra is going to have LED tail lights, which is great for visibility. We also have reverse lights that are in the bumper and not in the tail light. The tailgate has a much more modern look. We also no longer have a handle. Instead, we have buttons. When you press a button to open the tailgate, you're gonna see another huge difference. We have a composite bed. Now that's straight out of the Tacoma playbook. Now, the composite bed is really cool because it's very lightweight. It's not metal, it's composite. It's impact resistant and it's also scuff resistant, so there's no need for any kind of like a spray-in bed liner. But you might also want to look into things like mats or a bed rug product. We also have a completely different rear end setup. This is no longer leaf sprung. We now have a multi-link rear end with coil springs. Now that's generally associated with a smoother ride. Ram has been doing that in their half-ton trucks since 2009, and Raptor just saw that change last year. Who knows, we might start seeing that change in other half-ton trucks. I also want to point out that we now have 6 lug wheels instead of 5 lug wheels. And your max tow rating is going to go from 10,200 pounds to now we have a max tow rating of 12,000 pounds. But your tow rating will vary based on how you have your vehicle equipped. Now let's head back to the studio and talk about the interior. Now, when you open the back seat, you're gonna realize that the Crew Max is the cab size you want if you're gonna be hauling some full-size adults back here. There's just a ton of room, and they get their own AC vents. The back seat will rock forward. We've got a nice shelf back here that's concealed for storage, and this is where your jack tools are gonna live. Underneath the back seat, we've got more handy storage, plus we've got some partitions with some very useful cutouts, and they are removable. Now heading to the front, I want to talk to you about some brand new technology that's going to be available on every trim across the board for the Tundra, and that's going to start with the remote key fob. Now obviously this can lock and unlock the doors, but it's a proximity key, so even if it's just on your person, all you have to do to unlock the front door is grab the handle. Once we're inside, we have push button start. Now I can approach my locked vehicle, open the door, get in, start it up, and drive down the road without ever even touching my key. Now that's gonna be old news for a lot of you guys, but if you haven't driven a new truck in a while, you're in for a new level of convenience. The 8-inch infotainment system is standard, but the screen gets as big as 14 inches. It also has wireless CarPlay from Apple and Android Auto, so my smartphone can project some of the apps up on here. We've also got a knob here that adjusts my drive modes. I've got Eco, Normal, and Sport, and with a touch of a button I can shift to tow haul mode in case I have some extra weight in the back. We've got some convenient storage, plus some charge ports. And I don't want to forget that since we have a CrewMax, we've also got a button that allows me to put down the entire rear window. Well, I like the new Tundra, and we've already got tons of accessories available for it to make it look even better and to enhance utility. More products are being introduced every day, and we'll be trying lots of them out on this particular truck. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel to keep up to date with the progress. And as always, if you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online at RealTruck.com.